Hello, my name is Oksana. This is Amilingo.com. Today we are talking about wedding traditions. Now we are making the post while the students are coming to today's class. Hello, how are you, Michael? How was your day?
Hello, Oksana.
How was your day? What have you been doing? Have you been busy?
So. It's last day of how to say, before the holidays. Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Usually something faster than and more you can do more
Yes, I
things
agree with you
than
completely.
usual.
Today we are going to talk about wedding. Do you think that it is interesting topic to discuss?
It's hard to say something. For me, it's not very interesting, but in general, yeah, maybe it's.
Maybe it's interesting.
Yeah.
So, how much does a typical wedding cost in Ukraine? Do you know the cost of it?
Cost of weddings. Hard to say something. I think it depends how much people want
To spend on it.
spend to restaurant or food for guests, and maybe if you can a low budget, you can make it for free, like sign papers.
And
But
that's all.
if you want to celebrate it, I don't know. As I see, people make a lot of photo, video, and have a lot of guests. Of course, it's I don't know how much, but I think it's
Expensive,
it's
right?
like 20,000-30,000 hryvnias in
Yes,
Iran.
somehow. You're right. So, who usually pays for the wedding in Ukraine?
I don't know. Maybe you can how to say подсказать. You can
So, I think that both parts,
both.
both families and
Mhm,
the relatives
mhm.
and the parents of a future husband, the parents of the future wife, usually pay for the wedding in Ukraine. Do you agree?
Maybe. Of course, if we talk about relative, of course, but I'm not sure about the couple, how it's works.
Mhm. And what about abroad countries? In abroad, so people try to pay for their weddings themselves, or do they ask their relatives to pay for them?
Hard to say.
You have no idea.
No, I don't think about this question, and as I understand, it can be a lot of variants. As for me, it's like too much to spend so much money to this process. Maybe it's not so important, and you can maybe how to say, it's important, but this can be with a low budget. Yes.
Yes, yeah, I understand your point.
Maybe if people live in a small city, yeah,
Mhm.
they can use little money for this.
I see. Good. Thank you. So, what is the most expensive part of a wedding?
I think restaurant.
Yes, and food for the guests.
Yeah.
Okay. What are
Because
some ways?
I don't know which parts we have. We have a like signing, yes,
Yes.
and after that maybe something like making photo and video, yeah, and restaurant.
And the rest.
Maybe something else, you know? Do you know?
And what about the church?
Sure.
Sometimes people want to go to the church.
I in general, I think the church you cannot how to say you don't need to pay in a church, or am I right or no?
Yes, you're right. Some priests do not want money for this, but it
Or
depends upon the situation, right? Yes.
hard to say. Maybe now we should pay.
Nowadays. Yeah, you're right. So, what are some ways couples reduce the cost of their big day?
What
What are the ways to reduce the spendings, reduce the cost of their big day?
it's make it lower, yeah.
Yes, make it cheaper, make it less expensive.
Um, Maybe to invite not so many guests. It's the main reason. Yes, if you celebrate it with close relatives, yes, maybe.
It is one thing, and when we invite many people, many guests to our celebration, it is quite another.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree with you completely. Now I'm going to give you the handout, the usual way we do. If there were more students in today's class, we would discuss it. I hope that someone is going to come.
Today it's I think it's like a pre-holiday day. It's hard to imagine
Someone to
people.
appear, right?
Hmm.
I see. Good. So, can you click on the handout and open it?
Okay, 1 second. Okay, I open it.
Good. Let's read the text about weddings. Paying the price for the big day. Have you found it? A little passage to read?
Yeah. Um, weddings. Paying a price for the big day.
Day.
Saying I do is a big thing. It is also an expensive thing.
Celebrities.
Celebrities spend more than $1 million on the big day. These marriages rarely last forever. Everyday people also get carried away. Many couples can't afford their dream wedding. They have student loans or credit card debt. This doesn't stop them from tying the knot. Days. Weddings these days are funded by friends and families. Members of the wedding party host events like Greenback Shores or Jack and Jill parties. The money earned goes towards the wedding reception or photographs. It may also go towards a honeymoon. Some parents even take out a second mortgage, yes,
Mortgage.
mortgage to
To
pay
pay.
for their child's wedding. Most couples have difficulty sticking to a wedding budget. They may decide to go with an open bar because that is what their friends expect. There may also be pressure from future in-laws to lend them a guest list. No bride wants to start off on the wrong foot with her mother-in-law.
Yes. So many words that are unknown for us today, I suppose. We are going to learn them and try to do the exercise that is before the text. So, what is expensive?
Mm, I think you mean in the text, yes?
Yes.
It's like how to say it's mm, all of these processes are expensive.
Yes, you're right. Okay, so costs a lot of money, right? So it is expensive. Дорогой.
You mean the word? Okay.
Yes, the words from the active vocabulary. Pre-written vocabulary task before the text. Have you found it?
Okay. Now I understand. Yeah.
Good. Next word, carried away. Carried
Carried
away.
Mm, carried away. Hmm, carried away. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we can try to find help pay for or what?
Carried away, do more than necessary.
Carried away to more than necessary.
Yes, okay, next one.
And what is the necessary?
Необходимо. Necessary.
Carried away. А как тогда carried away? Правильно
Carried away.
понять на русском.
Yes. Они переплачивают. Тратят больше.
Не, ну, а если carried отдельно?
Уносить.
Как?
Carry, нести, уносить.
Ага, понял. Now I understand. Carried away. Do more than necessary.
Just a minute, I'll find the translation for you. Уносить. Уносить, увозить, увести. Yes.
Okay.
Debt.
Debt, it's like a loan or credit which you take.
Yes, money owned. You're right. Funded. What is funded?
Funded, funded. It's like somebody give money or you give money.
Helped pay for. Helped pay for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Wedding party. What is wedding party? Number
Wedding
5.
party. It's like a party clothes. Okay, we can try to find. Um, maybe.
Those who stand up with the bride and groom.
What?
Those who stand up with bride and groom. It is wedding party.
Which letter? Which letter? Ah, the
Yes.
first letter.
Yes, number 5, it is A. Those who stand up with the bride and groom.
Bride and groom. Uh, bride and groom. What is it? I remember something about this word, but who is who? I forgot.
Bride is the girl that is getting married, and the groom is the future husband.
Okay, now I remember.
Yes, bride and groom. Greenback. What is greenback? Number 6.
Greenback.
Cash gifts only. It is cash that is given to the
It's
future
close.
couple. Greenback.
Like green, like
Like money. Dollars.
dollar.
So Jack and Jill party. Number 7. What do you think is the meaning of this word combination? Jack and Jill party?
Maybe I see one of the answers. It's like a gender mixed party before the wedding, something like
Yes. Yes, you're right. And gender mixed party before the wedding.
that.
Honeymoon. What is honeymoon? Number
Uh,
8.
it's I think it's travel after the weddings.
A trip the
Trip.
bride and groom take after the wedding. Honeymoon. Медовый месяц, right? Second mortgage. What is second mortgage? Number 9.
If, it's like second credit or second how to say.
It's a loan for a previously purchased house.
Yeah, something like. But in this meaning, why the second? Because people put this money to the wedding or buy a new house. I don't understand.
Just a minute. Вторая закладная in Russian.
Yeah, but I mean in the text. As I understand, the people how to say attract this money to
Yes.
give his home to like to take a credit with а как залог with
For the marriage of their children.
Mhm.
You're right. What is budget? Number 10.
Budget amount of money which they want to spend.
Pressure. What is pressure?
Pressure, pressure.
Demands or needs from others. When someone else asks you to do it this way or the other way, so or like this.
But from others, how to say in Russian in one word, pressure?
Pressure. Just a minute.
Maybe it's
Давление. Воздействие. Натиск. Pressure, напряжение.
Okay. Now I think the root of this
You understand it.
press.
Good. Next word, in-laws. Who are in-laws?
In-laws, it's like mother and father of
Yes,
wife.
you're right. So people who become relatives after marriage. People who become relatives after marriage. The next is their own food. Number 13.
Wrong foot.
A bad start to a relationship. When you do something wrong and you spoil your relationship with your in-laws.
Meaning it's like first step and it is wrong. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. What is open bar? Open bar. Number 14.
Maybe it's all drinks are paid for by the host.
Yes, all drinks are paid for by the hosts.
It mean somebody paid for this. Yes.
Hosts, no. Hosts are people who invite. And they offer drinks to their guests. So the drinks are free for the guests who come to their wedding.
I don't know and we have the second variant or no? Maybe it's American variant. Yes, when you are a host of the weddings and you are seller of the alcohol or drinks.
Yes, sometimes. Good. And the next word, tying the knot. Number 15. Getting married. It is getting married, to tie the knot.
Tying the knot. What is the tying and knot?
To tie, завязать. And knot, узел.
Oh, okay. I see. Now I see.
Let's try to do the other exercise in today's class. The question, what rarely lasts forever according to the reading?
Okay, it's last forever according to the reading. Так, тут что-то такое интересное, кстати. Что редко...
Продолжается вечно.
Ага.
Следуя тексту, за текстом.
Okay. It's interesting. It's this marriages. Now I understand. It's like celebrities
Get married, but their marriages do not last forever.
But how to say брак? Marriage, celebrity marriages, yes?
Yes. The marriage of celebrities.
Тут есть разница между свадьбой и брак? Ну, просто вот, чтобы понятно было.
They are synonyms. Marriage and wedding are synonyms. Marriage is брак, and wedding is свадьба.
In this variant, we need to say wedding.
Wedding, yes. Wedding ceremony, yes. Венчание, свадьба, бракосочетание, женитьба. So everything connected with this. Okay. So why can't many couples afford an expensive wedding?
Because how to say they haven't money, maybe, no, or what?
Yes, sometimes they can't afford it because they have a very little budget to do it, and This is the reason for the most of the couples. So name two events
Because
that
maybe in the variant of text, because they have loans or credit, something like that.
yes, you're right. You're right. So let's name two events that couples use to collect money for their wedding.
Okay. Two events. Okay. Greenback and Jack and Jill party.
Yes. Help couples raise money for their
I don't
wedding.
know. I think this it's interesting idea. Usually think it's happened maybe after the wedding on the party on the main party. Yeah, but if you read it in the text, it's like special parties before the wedding. Yeah.
Yes. To get the money for their wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what do many couples spend money on after tying the knot?
Mm. Many couples spend money after time and maybe to honeymoon.
Yes. On their honeymoon.
Um, uh,
And
could you repeat?
so what are they going to spend their money for? They usually spend their money on honeymoon after
Mm-hmm.
the weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Uh,
And buying or purchasing some things that they need, right?
mm-hmm.
The next question. What do couples have difficulties sticking to?
Sticking to?
Sticking to.
Uh, what is
So,
sticking to? It's like сталкиваться, sticking
yes.
to.
Yes, you're right.
Mm-hmm. The main difficulty is it's a low budget.
Low budget. Yes. Exactly, you're right. And let's train our vocabulary. Choose the word that best describes the highlighted word in the sentence. The first one. The more guests you invite, the more expensive your wedding will be. Costly, fun, difficult, or planned. Expensive, give me the synonym to this word.
Expensive, it's costly.
Costly, yes, you're right. The second sentence.
Second, we are going to pay off our debt before we plan our wedding. Um, it's like a budget, debt, and
Debt.
no loans.
Loans.
Yeah.
Good. Well done. Next one. Our friends pressured us to place 3 bottles of wine on all the guest table.
Okay.
Prevented, asked, required, or convinced.
Okay. Our friends pressured us to place 3 bottles of wine and all the guest tables. Okay. Pressured. Mm,
It is convinced.
convinced, but
Convinced us to.
I don't understand. Pressured. What does it mean?
Yes, to make the pressure to convince somebody to do something. Yes?
Мы читали, что вот это значит, как бы, как мы там переводили, давление, да, или
Yes,
как,
you're right. Yes,
как
you're right.
чуть-чуть по-другому. А convinced как перевести, получается? Или как, что-то я не могу разобраться.
Убеждать.
Убеждены, ага.
Уверять, доводить до сознания. Convince. So, our friends convinced us to place 3 bottles of wine on all the guest table. Good. The next one. Even though our mothers got off on their own food, we are still planning on tying the knot. Having a budget, getting married, having children, paying for ourselves.
Yeah, now it's clear. It's getting married.
Getting married.
Mhm.
Our wedding
But,
was funded.
what is a gotov? I don't know. Gotov on the
Disagreed. Got off. Got off on the road. No. In this case, get off on the wrong foot. Встать не с той ноги. Yes. Even though our mothers got off on the wrong foot, we are still planning on tying the knot.
Так, ну, тут имеется в виду, что встать, это не
Не с
get
той
up,
ноги. Yes,
а
get up.
А почему off? Тут что-то я запутался.
Не с той ноги. Get off.
Ну,
Вставать.
не get up, а get off.
Get off — это просыпаться,
Так.
подниматься. А get off — это вставать с какой-то ноги. Get off on the wrong foot. It's an idiom. Get off on the wrong foot.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Our wedding was funded by work colleagues and relatives I don't even know. Financed, attended, celebrated, or chosen.
Funded, it's like financed.
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 Yes, you're right. Next, fill in the blanks with the words from the list. Some words may not be used. Funded, in-laws, expensive, greenback, Jack and Jill, debt, wedding party, second mortgage, honeymoon, budget, and open bar.
It's exercise B, yeah?
Yes, you're right.
My parents are thinking about taking out to pay. Okay, taking out debt.
A second mortgage.
A second
mortgage. Yes.
Mortgage.
To pay for our reception.
Pay our reception. And how to translate our reception?
За прием. За наш прием.
Okay.
For the food in the restaurant. Yes.
Okay.
Next question. Weddings these days are by friends and families. Family.
Founded, maybe.
Founded.
By friends and family.
Yes, you're right. To keep my happy, I added all of these cousins to the guest lists.
To keep my
future mother and father.
In-laws happy.
In-laws.
Yeah. I add all the cousins to the guest list.
Yes, you're right. All of the adults in our will be invited to the party.
Okay, maybe in our wedding party.
Yes.
We'll be invited to the Jack and Jill party.
Yes. Wedding party and Jack and Jill. You're right. Next one, number 5.
We went over our
by heaven and reception.
By heaven and the reception. We went over our budget, maybe by heaven and
open bar. Yes.
Reception. Okay, it's the last. Open bar at the reception.
Reception. Yes, they used the money from the shower to pay for their Jamaican.
Okay, they used the money from the greenback shower to pay for the Jamaican wedding party. No. Honeymoon.
Yeah, right. Good. Question for you. What is the best wedding you ever went to? What is the most expensive wedding?
The most expensive wedding.
Do you remember that the best wedding you went to, and was it the most expensive one?
It's a question for me, yes, as I remember. I was on the how to say at two weddings. It's not so expensive, and I don't focus on this problem and process. I don't know. I never see weddings which I can name like expensive.
Like the very good one, right?
No, it's normal, but not very expensive.
I see. So, do wedding party members in your country typically go into debt for a wedding too?
Hard to say. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe some of the part of the people, yes, take debts or credit for this ceremony or party. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, right. So, should couples wait until they can afford their dream wedding?
Should couples wait until can afford? Can afford это когда
Они
достичь.
себе могут это позволить. Нужно ли им ждать, когда они себе это могут позволить или нет?
I think it's better to wait than take a debt.
To wait and take a
As
debt.
I understand. Maybe somebody think another way.
In the other way.
Yeah.
I see. Good. What can a bride and groom do in order to stick to their wedding budget?
Do in order to stick. А как тут делают, ну, как бы, чтобы...
Придерживаться ихнего бюджета. Что им нужно сделать, чтобы не переступить бюджет?
Не, ну, это суть, как бы, она понятна, а вот конструкция, что написано do in order to stick
Yes.
to. Stick to это встретиться, а in order это типа, ну, как бы не заказ, а вот как это правильно сказать.
Для того, чтобы придерживаться бюджета.
In order to это для того, чтобы, да?
Для того, чтобы, yes.
Maybe they need to have a plan and
stick to it.
And maybe they need to see on the budget and make a plan and planning all the things. Yes, it's like drinks. They need to buy it before the this ceremony, and not in the restaurant. Yeah, not in the moment of celebrating.
I see. Yes. Good. Thank you, Michael. So here are some tips to make your wedding perfect. I'd like you to open this link and discuss it.
Second one.
Yes. Just a minute. Here it is. So 31 tips to make sure you enjoy your wedding day. So the first one is wake up refreshed. Do you think that it is important to wake up refreshed in your wedding day?
Okay, wake up refreshed. Wake up refreshed. What is refreshed?
So,
Обновление
not
или
tired, but free of alcohol and ready to work all day long,
it means
refreshed.
it's like option. Mm-hmm.
Can you open the page?
Yeah, yeah.
Good. So wake up refreshed. Do you agree that it is important to wake up refreshed when you are getting married?
Mm. Yeah, it's interesting idea.
Because usually before the wedding,
But
the groom likes to have a kind of a party. Yes, and after that party, it is very difficult to wake up sometimes, right?
yeah. And I think it's close with more close with these countries. Yes, all the countries near the Ukraine, because
Yes.
usually people haven't like limits.
Yes. What is the second tip?
Second tip: eat breakfast that
Yes.
is high in protein
Protein and
and
complex carbs.
carbs. What is the carbs?
Just a minute.
Uh, углеводы, carbon.
Углеводы. Yes, you're right.
Mm, maybe,
Maybe it is a good idea. Give
but
yourself.
I think it's can так заменено. It can be
Substituted.
substituted to usual food. Maybe
Substituted
something
with
special.
usual food you
Mm,
like to eat.
mhm.
Okay, give yourself plenty of time to get ready. Do you think it is important tip? Would you follow this tip or not? To get dressed, to
Plenty, достаточно.
yes,
Mm,
enough time to get dressed.
yeah, I think it's a good idea because every time when people do something in the last moment, it looks and makes not so good. Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe somebody forgot something or
Yeah, so a person has to be perfect and look perfect this day, and that's why it is important, right?
Mhm.
Okay, number 4. What is it?
Number four. Mm, wear a dress shirt when getting your hair.
Shirt. When getting your hair styled.
Uh,
So this tip usually goes for brides, right? When
mhm,
they are trying to get ready for the wedding, they prepare their hair and make a hairdo
mhm,
and use makeup, and they can spot their wedding dress. That's why it is preferable for them to wear a dress shirt,
mhm, mhm.
yes, when getting their hair styled.
Okay.
Another one, grooms should make a list of all the things they need to do on the morning of the wedding.
Grooms, okay, should make a list. Mhm. Yeah, as we say before, yeah, it's a good idea
Good
to
idea.
don't forget something. Yeah.
Okay. Another one. Do you agree with it? Speaking of groomsmen, it's a good idea for the groom to discuss expectations for the behavior. Is it necessary to discuss the behavior before the wedding or not?
Behavior. It's hard to say. Maybe I think it's not very important because every person understand what happened and need to choose how to say, choose own variant of
Behavior.
behavior. Yeah.
Do you know the word behavior? What is the meaning of it?
No, I see the translation. It's like поведение.
Поведение, yes. Good. The next tip, if you brought new shoes for the big day, be sure break them in ahead of time.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, it's interesting idea, and it's like anecdote. Yeah, every time they buy new shoes
Yes, you're right.
and try to wear it in the important how to say
Yes, you're right. So next
как
step,
событие
событие, event. This
event. Yeah.
event. Yes, you're right. This event. Good. Next one, don't overdo the perfume. Do you think that it is necessary to use the perfume on this special day, this occasion?
Mm, you do the person, yeah. I think it's not only about the wedding ceremony, but
In everyday life too.
yeah, it's like for every day. Not a proposition, как advice for every day.
Yes, you're right. The next tip.
Next, it's this goes for you too, grooms.
So using some perfumes for the groom is also important.
Okay.
Hire a wedding coordinator if possible. Do you think that it is a good idea to hire a wedding coordinator?
Mm.
Would you like to have a wedding coordinator?
As for me, hard to say, and it's not don't like, but I think it's too much. All these toasts or speeches, and maybe как эти называется, and
Contests. Contests.
for me, it's like a crazy process.
Crazy idea.
Yeah, crazy.
I see. Good. The next tip. If you can hire a wedding coordinator, let your bridesmaid handle some of the day of logistics.
Bridesmaids.
Подруги невесты. Yes. Bridesmaids.
Maybe it's a good idea. It's cheaper and maybe it will be well prepared because maybe no, I don't know. It's hard to say. It depends on the person. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Tip number 12. Don't forget a wedding day survival kit. Is it
Survival.
important or not? So, a typical one includes a first aid kit. So, the things that you may need during the party when the emergency happens.
I don't know. Wedding day survival kit. Which things we need to put in it?
Yes. For example, thread and a needle and a pen, stain remover pen.
Maybe, but I never
Not
see this kit. And do you see something like bag or kit? I
In
never.
fact, I didn't see this kit in the wedding parties, and I don't know whether it could be useful. But Such tip exists, and sometimes it could be possible for someone, I don't know, maybe. Tip number 13, take a few selfies. Do you think that it is a good tip? Do you agree?
It's hard to say. Maybe if you have a phone or whatever, you can take a picture of uh, of uh, of your wedding party. Or
Good, thank you. Next one. But other than that, put your phone away. Do you think that it is a good idea to not to use your phone too much during the wedding party?
maybe, but it's maybe somebody wants to
Congratulate.
congratulate you, and you was not on a line, or how to say.
Yes.
Maybe you need to turn off sounds of the phone, and it will be okay.
Yeah, right. Good. Tip number 15, get loose before you walk down the aisle. Do you agree?
Okay. Get loose.
So you have to be free from any stress and any bad feelings when you're making this decision in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Okay,
step.
but it's like a church or what?
In the church, yes. Altar.
Uh-huh.
Altar. Tip number 16.
Stop to take it all in during the ceremony. Take it all.
Yes, you have to be calm and collected and not stressed during the ceremony.
Take it all.
Take a deep breath and be relieved, and feel free during the ceremony. Good.
Так,
Make it 5 minutes.
не понял, тут написано stop to take it all.
Yes, stop to take it all in during. Stop to take it all in during the ceremony. To take it all in means to be stressed by something, to worry about something.
Как бы не будь в стрессе на протяжении церемонии, да?
Yes, you're right. Feel free. Make a 5-minute dinner date. Do you think that it is a good tip?
Dinner date. What is a dinner date?
Yes. So when all the guests are away and you're hungry, you can stop and have a little dinner and have a little snack. Not to be hungry.
Maybe, yes, it's a good idea. But why we can? Okay, this sentence: make a 5-minute dinner date. Which maybe we can say make a 5-minute dinner.
Yes.
Why do you use date?
Date. So date is свидание.
In this meaning.
In this meaning, yes. So you take your future wife and sit together and have a little meal in order to be not to be hungry all the time. The next one. If 5 minutes is too much, get your food to go.
To go, what is it?
So get some food together with you if you do not have lots of time. If you are short of time, so take the food together with you.
To go together with you to which place?
To take in photos.
In
or for a walk or somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree? The
Yeah.
next one. Be
Next,
magnanimous. Будьте великодушны.
magnanimous.
Do you think that it is a good tip? Do you agree? Greet anyone with a smile, even if it's your second cousin whom you haven't spoken to in a couple of years because she said that thing. You know what I'm talking about. No one likes an angry bride, and you won't like being one either. So
Mm-hmm.
it is important not to be angry and try to be kind and generous, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it is important.
Yeah.
Next tip, similarly, stay poised during the best man and best bride's speeches.
Oh, it's interesting. Similar state poised during poised.
So you have to be calm and
Bridesmaids.
следить за.
Mm.
За речью людей, которые
Maybe,
приходят на свадьбу.
yeah. Maybe you need to, but you need to prepare before this. You need to understand which person you need to invite to this party.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. Number 21, give a thank you speech with your spouse.
Give a thank you speech with your spouse.
It is necessary to thank your parents, grandparents, and guests, especially those who traveled a great distance
Like
for making the speech.
prepare the speech, yeah.
Yes,
And
prepare the speech and say thank you for all the guests
Mhm.
who came to your party. Do you agree? Do you think that it is important?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like a part of the
part.
ceremony.
Yes.
It's maybe main part because if you invite all of these guests, yes, you need to be like a moderator, not a how to say we before read it.
Mhm.
It's how to say about not about wedding coordinator, yeah, but you need to say something
To your parents.
your own
In
thinking.
your own words.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. Arrange for a group of photos at the recreation.
Arrange. Mm.
There should be some place for you to take photos in the recreation in the hall and stay together in this photo and enjoy it. Do you think that it is a good idea? Do you agree?
Yeah, because I think the people in wedding parties, it's like a second things which people do after the drinking and eating. They make take a picture of this ceremony. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. And one more tip, be careful with alcohol.
Of course.
So it is important.
Mhm.
There are some more tips, but we are short of time. There is only 1 minute left, and I'd like you to remember the ideas from today's class. Was it interesting for you? What vocabulary have you remembered today?
Oh, a lot of words, but it's hard to say something about it. Maybe mm, it's like greenback. I never heard. And pressure,
Pressure.
pressure, pressure.
You're right. You're right. And some others. So at home, you'll try to remember the words which you like. Good. Good. Thank you for coming and sharing today's class. I hope that it was interesting. If there were some more people, it would be more interesting to discuss, I guess.
Oh,
But
I
I
think
hope
it's normal. Okay, Oksana, thank you.
you're welcome.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye bye.